I'm finally getting around to listening for the very first time to this artist called breakk.away. break.away. Can we stop with spelling band names this crazily? This is absolutely insane. But this song is called Outside. I'm told they are like a female Sleep Token, according to, I think, Metalburb, who covered them a while ago. So I love Sleep Token. So I'm excited to hear what this might sound like. And go.
You say I'm losing focus and my love is poison. You set my world on fire and I watch it burn. You remain in my veins. Love me just to spin me out.
That heavy sound of the guitar is very Sleep Token.
Dial tone, it's buried in the deep. Eyes rolled back, have you fallen for me?
Some really interesting sounds in
I've
this.
fallen and I'm falling. You say I'm losing focus and my love is poison. You set my world on fire and I watch it burn. You remain in my veins. Love me just to spin me out. You say I'm losing focus and my love is poison.
Quite a pop vocal over
You
it.
set my world on
Interesting
fire
choice of
and I
delivery.
watch it burn. You
The
remain
drums sound programmed.
Love me just to spin me out.
I like it.
Medicate me till I sleep. Medicate me till my body's frozen. I've been swimming in the deep, watching you break until I'm broken. All the lies you told me,
It is kind
all
of
the
pop
shit
R&B.
you owe me. Love me and
It's a cool
I'll
combination.
spit you outside, outdoor, out of my mind. Outsourced, ignored, out of my
choices.
sight.
Oh, a little bit of swing.
Fucking cool vibe.
Filthy fucking guitar sound. Very similar to Sleep Token. I can definitely see the link. And the snare sound is like, how intentional is all that? I don't know. Really interesting. Very interesting sounds. I really enjoyed that. Yes, it did certainly sound a lot like Sleep Token. So much so, in so many areas of it, that it's hard to know how much of that is kind of intentional. You know, cynically, it's like, did they see that sound was being successful and think, well, let's use that for ourselves? Because the guitar distortion sound itself was very much like Sleep Token's heavier moments in Take Me Back to Eden. Although, this song came out 3 months ago, so it's still after Take Me Back to Eden. But are you really going to write and record a song that quickly after the release of the album to capitalize on the interest? Now, I don't know. It seems unlikely. Maybe it's a coincidence. But the poppy snare sound also reminded me of Two's snare. And some of the moments within that song, kind of structurally and things they were doing, reminded me a lot of what Sleep Token would do. So that's quite interesting. There's so much of that in there. But really, it's most of the guitar, the sonic landscape that they were in. But it sounded as well like the drums were programmed. There was a moment there with a double kick pattern, which was so exact, and every single kick hit sounded like the exact, like a copied pasted kick, which you cannot get if you're doing a real kick performance, because there's going to be some difference with, if it's the same bass drum that two mallets are hitting, you're going to get a different sound in each one. Potentially, if you have two independent kicks with, you know, kick drums with like pedals on each of them, maybe you'll get more of a similar sound, but even then you're going to get some disparity between the level of punch each leg gives it. So that was kind of interesting. A bit of a shame, because I would prefer more of an authentic acoustic sound where possible. The vocal was really interesting. It was a very kind of modern pop R&B vocal, which I really liked. I tend not to listen to a lot of that stuff, although I do like Ariana Grande, for example. But I think that over this sonic landscape was a really interesting combination. I think it worked really well. Created a really cool vibe, and I really enjoyed the song. Genuinely, I thought it was really interesting. I'm very intrigued to see what their other songs are like and what they're going to do going forwards. Because I have to imagine, if they're hearing everyone say you're like Sleep Token, they might want to try and go in a different direction to not have such a direct comparison, so they can be their own band, their own artist. So be very interested to see what happens with these folks in future. But it was a cool song. I did really like that a whole bunch. And I would say it's delicious. I thought it was great. I think that's a really wonderful song. It was a little bit at risk of being a sort of Sleep Token paint by numbers sort of a song. But that being said, it does make for good music. I did like it. I think the vocal is what kept me quite interested throughout that. I wasn't bored, and I think I will listen to that a lot and probably have that on a bit of a loop. I liked the vibe that was creating. I liked some of the choices they were making. But who knows whether after a few listens I kind of go, you know what, it's too close to the bone and maybe I'm not ready to hear it. But on first listen, I really dug it. I thought that was quite good. If you want to connect with other people who like this kind of music as well, I've got a free Discord server you can join. Link is in the description. If you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon. If you want to let me know that you like the video, you can do so. If you want to see more videos in future, you can do so as well. Have a wonderful day, and maybe I'll see you in another video.